Drug abuse continues to wreak havoc in some communities. Today marks International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking. This year's theme is Share Facts on Drugs, Save Lives. To discuss this further, we are joined by Fritz from the Yellow Ribbon Fund. Thank you very much, Ms. Fritz, for your time here on eNCA. Now, first of all, we've heard so many times how drugs are a problem in our country and a problem basically across the world. But it looks like we haven't really found solutions that are sustainable to deal with this problem.
Hi, thank you for having me. Yes, I must agree with you. It's still a huge problem in our country and our communities. The theme for this year, 2021, is Share Drugs to Save Lives. And I do believe that this is vital and critical. Information is power. So, at Yellow Ribbon Foundation, we do believe in empowering, equipping, and sharing information to help communities to be able to do what they need to and play their part in the community to help against this scourge.
So what are the solutions that you would suggest as the Yellow Ribbon Foundation? I mean, for instance, South Africa, a lot of people would say South Africa is one country where, drug trafficking is at a high number.
100%. So we do believe that together we can tackle this world drug problem. And it is important for everybody to play their part. It's important for them to know that and share real information. That is very critical. And then also we speak a lot about recovery capital. So, it's not just one person that can take on this. It's not just the SEPs, it's not just the social workers, but it's the individual, it's the family member, and it's the community. And when we speak about recovery capital, we speak about empowering, we speak about equipping, we speak about educating, we speak about sharing the various platforms and treatment options available to people, because a lot of the times people don't know what's available to them and how they can get the support. And you don't need to necessarily be in a financial stable position to be able to get the support that's required. So we speak about programs and organizations, social integration, we speak about skills development and upliftment, which is very, very important to help bring this problem down.
All right, so let's talk a bit more about community as a stakeholder to the fight against drugs. We've seen people, for instance, very recently in an area such as Zandspruit, where young men are killed in vigilante attacks or alleged vigilante attacks because they are accused of either stealing to get drugs or selling the drugs. So what exactly do community members need to do to assist besides taking the law in their hands?
100%. And I think that's been a big thing that we've seen is that community members are tired, so they do take the law into their own hands. But what we are saying as activists, as support members, we're saying to them that there are options available. We have, as an example, we have different programs. So we have what we call voluntary intake. And this is where the user is willing to get assistance and seek assistance. And we are able to assist them by putting them in a program or in a rehab that can support them. And then when the community is unable to get somebody that wants to volunteer to get assistance, we have what we call involuntary intake. And you need to reach out to your community member, you need to reach out to your support system in that area in order for us to inform you on how this works. And this is basically when the user or the person that is dependent creates self-harm or harm to society or harm to others. And this is where the court intervention is required. So there is a process and there are steps that can be taken and there is support that can be given to the community to help them and take them through this process. We must remember that, drug dependency or drug abuse or drug use is a disease and it's classified as such. So we need to stop criminalizing this disease and we need to stop taking action and steps where we can help the community and help family members to do what is required with the support of the SEPs, social workers, with the support of government, with the support of LDAC and various community organizations that are able to give them the required support.
Talking about criminalizing and not criminalizing, as well as the assistance from the South African Police Service, for instance, what do we say to some police members, especially in our country, who've been found wanting and on the other side of the law, where they're supposed to actually arrest people who, traffic drugs and things like that, but instead are found in the coffers of those people?
This is a very tricky question because, of course, there's two sides to the coin. And what I want to say in this statement is that not everybody is bad. And I think especially when you're dealing with a community that is tired and angry and aggressive and just at a point where they feel nobody is on their side, I think we need to remember that not all SAPs, not all police members are on the wrong end of the stick. And I think if you do reach out, there are some great SAPs out there that are willing to support. And far and few in between, they are the ones that, aren't able to support the way we need them to support. But we must remember that there are some good ones out there.